I'm a forester here on a rainy Saturday morning doing a quick update on my Chris Reeve Mnandi. I've been carrying this knife now for 2 or 3 weeks, and I really don't think my first video on it did it justice. It was a knife unboxing video. But now that I've been carrying it, I want to show some of the features, and this really is a very nice knife, which is what Mnandi means in Zulu. Let me pull back and start going over some of the details. And the first thing that struck me was how light this knife is. Now the knife is 6.4 inches long, but it only weighs 1.5 ounces, and that's primarily due to this titanium frame. It's very strong but very lightweight. It's a beautiful metal also in that it can take a polish, like on this pocket clip. It can take a very fine polish, but then also on the edges along the top and the bottom of the frame, they've been roughened in some manner, either bead blasted, or I'm not really sure how they put that on, but it aids in getting a grip on the knife. Now the most obvious thing in appearance-wise is the walnut handles, and you can order this knife in plenty of different types of woods. I ordered this one because it was American walnut, and it's one of my favorite woods, and it's very attractive. The wood is not just glued onto the titanium, it's actually inlaid into the titanium, which makes for a much neater edge where they meet. Of course, we've already looked at the Chris Reeves logo on the pivot pin. We'll see if we can get that in focus. But that's a very classy feature. And then moving on to the blade. The blade is hollow ground. It's S30V. And it's a fairly long blade. In fact, I think it's about perfect for an EDC knife. It's 2.75 inches long. One of the features that I did want to see if I could get a close-up of is this nail nick. There's texturing on the inside of that nail nick, and it's applied very precisely. I'll see if I can zoom in and get a little closer look at it to where the camera will focus. But that's the type of attention to detail that really sets this knife apart. Now the top of this knife, I'll rotate it over, but the top of that blade is rounded, and that's done very precisely, which is a nice feature. Then as I rotate it back, focus in on the jimping and just how precisely that's done. I hope the camera's picking up that detail. Alright, let's flip the knife over and look at the other side. Here again, the walnut hand, very attractive. Now something I'm not sure what the purpose of these indentions are. Maybe someone out there who's watching the video can fill us in. The pocket clip is pure titanium, and it's got the Chris Reeve logo on it. The pocket clip can be reversed for right or left hand carry, but it's always going to be tip up. Now let's look at the opening mechanism or locking mechanism, and of course it's the Chris Reeves integral lock. Now you'll notice it's only catching there about 1/3 to 1/2 of the lock, but this knife isn't going to get a lot of heavy use, so that's adequate. It has plenty of strength for how I'm going to be using it. It's very easily operated with one hand. Now this is advertised as coming in either a right hand or a left hand carry, and this is the right hand model. The nail nick is on both sides of the knife. But on the left-hand side, on this model, that integral lock blocks some access to the nail nick. So I suppose on the left-hand model, possibly that integral lock has moved over to this side. I really enjoyed carrying this knife. I carry it as a gentleman's folder. And I want to do one more follow-up video featuring this knife and two others. I have a Benchmade gentleman's folder on order. I've been waiting for that one for about 3 months. It's a newly released knife. And when it comes in, I want to review this knife with that Benchmade gentleman's folder, and then pick say a $30 to $50 gentleman's folder and do a review of it and compare the value that you get at different price points for each of these three knives. So that's a video maybe you can look forward to. Y'all have a good day. Take care.